More at getheartchecked.org. From Women's Heart Alliance in partnership with Women Heart.
Mike Minarski and Rich Wasilek in the morning and 80s all day and night.
They're not human. They control the Matrix.
SN. Your community radio.
Live from Main Street. Mike Minarski and Rich Wasilek in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SN.
All right. Good morning, kids.
Morning.
I see Buffy. I see Joey. I see Linda. Linda.
What are you talking about?
Remember?
No.
Maybe you didn't even let me explain. You didn't really explain. Romper Room.
No.
You remember Romper Room? Well, I'm a lot older than you, so.
Not a lot, but yeah, I mean, yeah, no. I think that might have been a little bit before my time. Just a little.
I'm a lot older than you.
Not a lot. Just a little bit.
I used to watch Romper Room all the time. It was basically like it set up like a daycare kind of thing. And it was like a daycare teacher missed something or other. I forget what her name was. And they would have, different kids on every day. And at the end, something about busy bees or something like that. She'd have this magic mirror. It was really nothing but a mirror with the mirror punched out in it, so it was hollow.
Yep.
And she's like, I see. And I was so depressed because she never said Michael.
Really? That's such a common name.
What a bitch. I was just like sitting there going, every day.
Like, is it going to be me? Yeah.
She never did.
Yeah, no, that was a cartoon or just
no.
an actual. Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't. That was
Just
no.
one of those morning TV shows, that before school.
Okay. Yep.
So what did you watch TV before school?
Sometimes, I mean, I'm not a morning person, so even as a kid, even as a kid, I was the type that would like literally roll out of bed, brush my teeth, and go. I didn't spend a lot of time getting up and watching TV or eating breakfast or anything like that. I wanted to stay in bed as long as I could to the absolute last second before I had to go.
Yeah, I'm still like that too.
Me too.
I'm a little more disciplined, and I mean a little more disciplined. That's really it.
No, mornings are not my thing.
So what did you watch? Did you watch specific shows in the morning? Like if you watched anything,
before school, I really don't remember watching anything before school. It really was just getting up and going. I stayed in bed.
My mother made sure she had my fat ass out of bed, and then she would plop me in front of the TV and give me breakfast and stuff. And I would watch every single day. It was the old Mickey Mouse Club.
Yep. I did watch Mickey Mouse Club.
The old one?
No, like the 80s one, like the one that was around in the 80s.
Like the Justin Timberlake and the
No. That was more like 90s, like late 80s, maybe early 90s. No, I was talking like the older one, but not the oldest one.
What's the difference?
There was one between like the old, like.
Well, they got canceled, you mean?
Maybe, I don't know. But I used to watch the Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh, I watched the old one with Annette.
Yeah,
Debbie,
I saw
Jimmy.
those. I mean, those weren't the ones that were still running when I watched them, but I do remember watching
They were
those.
still running. They were in black and white and everything.
Yeah, I remember watching them. I saw them.
And then after that, I would watch Rin Tin Tin.
No.
You don't know who Rin Tin Tin
I do.
is?
No, I do. I just didn't watch it. We were more of like an after-school TV watching family. We'd come home and then we'd plop in front of the TV.
Like the ABC after school special?
Yeah, like the after school specials. Yeah.
Which
things like that.
Depressing.
Oh, they were so, and just like morbid and just, it would bring you right down. It was really like, ugh. Yeah. Yeah. No, we'd watch all those. And then of course the soap operas, the ones that were still on when you got home from school as I got older, because mom would be watching those. So you'd have the soap operas on, whether you were a Channel 3 or a Channel 8 watcher, General Hospital or Guiding Light or whatever.
So you were a soap fan?
I was
Whole
at a
Luke
young
and Laura.
age.
Was it like Luke and
No, I
Laura?
was a Channel 3 watcher. I didn't do General Hospital. I did what was that? Days of Our Lives and Guiding Light and Bold and Beautiful and and then like Judge Judy would come on, or Judge Wapner, and like all the, like that whole lineup. And then the news would come on. And then at that point I was young. I couldn't have cared less about the news.
Let's see. Jen, if you're there, it's not there. Just saying. She just texted me. It's not there. I looked. It's not there. 3 times. I think you looked too.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. On her. Yeah. It's not there.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what we mean in a minute. So I would watch Rin Tin Tin and Mickey Mouse Club, and in the afternoon talking about soap operas. I can remember in the summertime, my mother, who loved to do laundry. She loved it. She loved to clean, and she loved to do laundry.
Nice.
Oh God, our house was
spotless,
immaculate. And you're talking a messy teenager.
Yeah.
Who's going to screw. Immaculate. So she said, I want to watch my show while she's ironing.
Mm-hmm.
She loved it.
Yeah.
Okay. Days of Our Lives.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sucked right into it.
Yep.
And I'm like, and then you could wait like a year and go back and go, oh, I remember.
Yeah. Yep. I
like,
know.
It was kind of like Chinese food.
It's
that's a sure thing. After 10 minutes, you're hungry.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah. Right. I know.
Just 10 months later, it's the same.
Yeah. I know. I don't. Are they still even on in the afternoon? I don't know.
I think Days of Our Lives.
It really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised it survived like all the streaming and all that stuff.
Good morning, Victoria. Good morning, Laura. Did you guys watch it? The Days of Our Lives and stuff like that. Jen, I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. Good morning, Jen. Oh yeah, because they always had like the big couple, right?
Yeah, there was always
Like General Hospital was Luke and Laura.
Yep. Oh, now you're gonna try to. I don't remember the names of
Days of Our Lives. Oh yeah, it was Roman and Marlena. Yeah, he was the cop.
I remember. No, Days.
She was the social worker. That's Days of Our Lives. And then it was Bo.
You know what? I'm thinking As the World Turns.
Oh,
that's the one. That was Channel 3. I was a Channel 3 watcher. That was As the World Turns, Bold and the Beautiful, Guiding Light. That was on. I was that channel.
Morning, Deb. Oh yeah, now it's there. All of a sudden, look at that. A little bit of complaining, bitching and moaning by me, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's the video.
Those damn algorithms.
Silly algorithms.
They're at it again.
So, do you remember following the? Oh, what about? Oh, who do you remember who the big criminal was?
I didn't watch Channel 8. I didn't watch any of those soaps. I watched
the other channel. NBC.
I don't know. It was 3 or 8 for us. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, the channel that had General Hospital. I didn't watch any of those. I watched the other channel.
Stefano was the big.
That is such a soap opera name.
Right?
Stefano.
But he was.
Did they pronounce it Stefano?
No.
Oh.
No, it was Stefano. It was funny too because I really believed this guy was like a crook that never. And then the cop, could never get him.
Of course not.
And then of course he died like 12 times.
Yes.
Right. And
isn't that funny how they would always have him come back?
Yeah. It's kind of like Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Even in all the other ones, like people would die and all of a sudden they'd be back and I just went missing and I had to get away from what the storylines were hysterical.
He came back at one time as Phoenix.
So funny. People were just like, enthralled with those.
Okay, yeah. Victoria said, see, I'm not crazy. Victoria said, Jen's video, I started watching it last night. Couldn't find it again this morning.
Okay. That's weird.
Christina, hey, what's going on down in the lovely state of Florida? I loved the Damaris family. What show was that? Maybe it was One Life to Live.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that one.
And Victoria said her grandmother watched Channel 8 soaps.
Yep. Yeah.
Which was ABC.
That was the General Hospital channel. The one that had General Hospital and everything.
Next to the General Hospital channel.
Well, that was the one that had the General Hospital. That was the channel.
I never got into General Hospital.
Yeah, I didn't watch that channel, so I don't know.
My
mom was the other one.
The only one I got into was Days of Our Lives.
Yep.
That's the only one I got it. And I think I got into it just because my mother watched it, and we would go camping. This is not even a lie. We would go up to New Hampshire, up to like North Conway.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I had this little pop-up TV. It was really, really cool, right?
Back in the day.
Wow. Yeah, we're talking technology.
Yeah, right.
So we literally pulled over at a rest area to watch Days of Our Lives.
Oh my God.
3 of us, my mother, Sharon, and me, all crammed around a 5-inch TV, black and white.
Yeah, because there was no DVRing or anything like that. I mean, no, you missed it. I mean, or you had the VCR where if you were really like technologically savvy, you had your VCR and you could record it.
Oh yeah.
And then go back and watch it later if you were really that into it. Otherwise, you snooze, you lose. You didn't see it.
No, then you get a phone call on your corded telephone.
Yeah.
And hopefully you had one of those 25-foot extensions.
Yes.
So you could go all over the place.
Yeah. And
then if you were rich.
Oh, you had the cordless.
You got the cordless phone.
With the antenna.
Yes. Whoa. And if you broke it, the thing was dead.
That was it. Yeah.
The antenna. There were no replacement antennas back then. You broke that antenna, you're screwed.
Done. Yeah.
That's it. Mom, we need another cordless phone. Why? I broke the antenna again. Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
With the answering machines. We had with the little tapes.
The dual cassette answering machine.
The little tapes.
Yeah. Oh, they had the micro cassettes and they had the full size cassettes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're talking, they were voice activated.
Voice activated.
Yeah. The tape wouldn't roll until you started going, hey, this is Joe from ABC Boat Collectors.
I never watched that when it activated, but I just remember like having to replace them. Like, oh, the tape's full. Damn it. We didn't get that message. Or, you couldn't leave a message. Or it was, and then trying to find the tapes because then you're trying to tape over them. And yeah, that was.
Here's something. This I don't know if this was just a Jewett City.
What?
City. Maybe a Jewett City thing. A Jewett City thing. Did you grow up in Jewett?
No.
Okay. So 376 is the prefix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still is.
Yep.
Back in the day, you didn't have to dial 376.
Oh, geez. I mean, I remember not having to dial 860.
6.
What?
That's it. If you were calling somebody in with a 376 number,
you just had to dial 6. So it was like an extension.
Kind of.
Like you just had an extension number.
So there were under 10,000 phones really
oh my God.
in service. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you dial 6 and then the 4-digit number.
That's my God.
That's it. So that would mean Jewett City, Griswold, Voluntown,
Lisbon,
Patchogue, Lisbon. Yeah.
Wow.
And Lisbon was Jewett City back then. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
You don't remember the Great War of 1989?
No. I was still a little too young to know what was going on.
Fought for their rights, their independence. Back in the day.
Seceded.
That's right. Tom Sparkman rose from the ashes.
Yeah, no, I remember.
I'm here to heal you.
Do you remember like anything outside of like your immediate area was a long distance number and you'd have to dial one? Like if you had to like, you wanted to call, I don't know, like if you were up here and wanted to call like down in New London or something, it was like long distance. You had to dial that one. That was so.
But it was 203. Everything was 203.
Yes, back then.
No 860.
No. But you didn't even have to like. I mean, now you have to dial the area code no matter what. Back then, it was just you just dial the 7-digit number.
In some toll-free numbers, you could dial the 1.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. It's so weird. I know. Well, now they have another area code. They keep adding area codes. 959 or something. I think is another one.
475 is another. No, you're right. 959.
Yeah, is one. Okay. Yeah, they just keep adding them.
Well, so many things that have phone lines now.
Right. Yeah. Well, all the
know?
cell phones and, just all the stuff related to computers and all your internet, Wi-Fi, everything.
Cindy says, how about the party lines?
Oh my God. Oh my
99
God.
cents first minute, $4.99 a minute after.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or the 900 numbers.
Oh, not just that, right? You hear, this sultry music, and then some girl will be like,
Are you lonely? We want to talk.
Do you want to hear a story? Call 976 babe. 976 babe. It's true.
Oh my God. Yes. Or the psychics.
Oh yeah. Or hold on. Getting back to 976 babe, they're always sitting in front of a freaking fireplace.
Yeah, fireplace and like this lingerie.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know damn well they're not lonely.
No, and those aren't the ones that were answering the phone.
No.
Hey, people called. They were in business.
It was a 75-year-old woman named Audrey.
Yeah.
Sorry to anybody named Audrey. But...
yeah. Oh, the good old days. Not funny. Then you had the magazines, that the teenagers tucked under. Well, I was thinking of the other ones, but tucked underneath the mattress, and I got, those, as a teenager, you get caught with, the magazines.
Never into them. I never was.
Yeah.
It didn't really, I don't know. Victoria says, my godmother lived on Long Island. Her phone number was ED4 7128.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's so funny. Crazy how things have changed.
Laura says, my mom tells us about the party lines. Your mom. Check my license. How old am I?
I remember seeing like commercials for them and stuff, but you're old. You don't need to check your license. You old.
Not nice.
Old as dirt.
You win the Paul Lash, I'm going to be a bitch award. Okay. How's that?
I'll take it. That's fine.
Oh God. My mom tells us about the party line. Mom, tell us about the good old days.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
976 Laura. 976 Laura.
That's right. My kids think that when I was growing up that everything was still in black and white. Like, no, we had color when we were growing up. It was color. Like, no, it's not black and white. Mom, what was it like growing up in the 1900s? I was like,
I have no idea.
I was like, I didn't grow up in the.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah. When you put it like that, like,
live and in Technicolor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Laura says, no, not that kind of party line. You could have 3 to 4 people on the line at the same time. Well, that was like when people call waiting.
Yes, and you could three-way. You could three-way on the phone. You had call waiting, and you could be like, all right, hold on, and then you'd hear like the and then you could dial the number. Like, yeah. Yep.
The only way you find 3-way now is Pornhub.
Yeah. But you didn't like magazines, but all about Pornhub.
No, because it's a good joke. I learned it from the kids.
Yeah, right.
How do you know? I learned it from you.
Right.
I learned it from watching you.
Yeah.
You remember that commercial?
Yes.
No.
I learned it by watching you. Yeah.
Tell me, where'd you get this?
Yeah.
From you.
That was like the after-school special commercials. Yes. And it was so like, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
They had all these kids locked and loaded. Because there's Leah Thompson. With her. Whatever, and she sit there. And next,
oh God,
there's something from USA Drug America.
Yeah,
I watch you.
Yeah, and you had Smokey the Bear. Don't start forest fires and Dare, and oh my God, wow.
Only you can
bringing back
forest fires.
Yeah, bringing back some memories. That cracked me up too, because I grew up in Norwich and I was always wondering where all these forests were that they were talking about. Like, why do we have these commercials? Where are these forests? Like,
is that done by Asian Pizza?
Yeah, we're like, what? Is that the west side, the east side? What are you talking about?
So I got in this kick last night. I guess that's probably why I'm on this mode right now of, like thinking of back, the 1970s.
Mm-hmm.
Right, or the 1900s.
Yeah, the 1900s. That's what my kids call them.
So Rihanna and I took her yesterday to the dentist. She had her.
Saw that.
Yeah, she the dentist was very, very happy with her, and they told her that she just took 6 months off of her time.
Nice.
And I said, oh, very good. I said, just like a convict.
A convict. That's what came to mind.
No. But no, they said that, and the dentist fist bumped her, and he goes, you did a really good job. Now she only has to wear the bands when she goes to bed.
Nice.
So she's real happy about that.
Yep.
Then she goes, but can I wear them during the day? He goes, well, you can, but it's not going to give you any more time, I don't think.
Yeah.
She goes, all right, I'll stick to night.
Yeah.
So we went. She wanted to celebrate. I said, okay. So she goes, so we celebrated by going to Popeyes.
Nice. Yeah.
And then we celebrated by going to a pet store and playing with puppies.
Oh, there's pet stores with puppies still?
Out there. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yep,
I didn't know they existed.
Puppies
really,
do exist.
Well, I know puppies do, but I didn't know they still existed in.
Where do you think Ada came from?
No, like pet stores. Like, I mean, I remember doing that as again throwback, like when we were young, like going down to Puppy Love at the Norristown Mall and playing with the puppies. I didn't know there were still. I didn't know there were places like that anymore.
This little room, where you look over. There's people playing with puppies and stuff like that.
That is so cool.
Yeah, we played with a St. Charles.
What is that?
One of those floppy ears and little brown doggies.
Oh, I didn't know that existed.
And what else did we play with? Well, that was it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And then she said, Dad, there's a place I want to take you. There's a shop I want you to come. I love it. You're going to love it too.
What did she want?
She took me to a collectibles shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not what I was expecting. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, okay. So we went in, and this is in Southington. So we're walking around and stuff. And I thought it was really cool. They had a lot of cool things. She's looking around. Rihanna's into two things right now. Legos.
Yep.
And South Park.
South Park, really?
South Park. Oh my God, she's addicted to South Park.
That show used to crack me up.
Huh?
That show cracked me up.
So we went in there and everything, and I found something that I had to have. I just had to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know what my favorite cereal is?
No.
All right. Now Rihanna does.
Okay. Yeah.
My favorite cereal of all time is Count Chocula.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
Count Chocula.
All right.
Fun. Ooh. Marshmallows.
It's like chocolate Lucky Charms, isn't it?
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you just ruined it.
Did I? Sorry.
I just dream that I'm sitting in a dungeon, eating chocolate cereal, evading the vampire. No. Victoria says, I guess, as far as playing with the dogs.
Yeah.
Good way to bring cooties home to your dogs.
Oh, well, yeah. That is, yeah. Unfortunately,
they would say that money is the dirtiest thing on earth, right? That you could catch so many diseases. Well, when I worked in retail for so many years, I think I built up an immunity to that stuff.
Yeah,
so you can't handle money is no big deal.
Yeah.
The dog, same thing.
Well,
no more cooties.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, yeah.
So anyway, it's a Count Chocula bobblehead bank.
Bobblehead bank?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And he wobbles. And it's brand new in the box, and they only made 1,000 of them.
Oh my God. So it really is a collectible.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Wow. Well, I don't know. I mean, some of those things, like they have the pop figures that everyone's got, that kind of stuff.
No, I'm not.
That's really cool.
I'm not into the pop.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't know.
And then all of a sudden Rihanna goes, Dad, you're never going to believe this. She comes over. It's a Lego South Park set.
Oh my God.
I'm like, are you kidding
me?
They
have a Lego South Park
set? And I said, check my pulse.
Yeah, right.
Because we're both going ahead, finding something we really like.
Yeah.
So of course. And then here's the even weirdest part. I know the guy who owns the store.
Oh my God.
I know.
Small world. You never know.
Yeah, his name is Johnny. And he used to be Rocky the Rock Cat for the New Britain Rock Cats.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And then he goes, Mike, Johnny,
yeah.
What are you doing here? Yeah, it's M&J Collectibles.
Okay. Yep.
Mary and John, his wife Mary. So
that's really cool.
I'm like, wow.
So did she get the Lego set?
What do you think? What do you think? She's my little girl.
Now, is she gonna build it, or is she gonna? She is okay.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know as a collectible if she would keep it just as like a collectible thing and not build it. I didn't know.
No, she'll build it. I mean, that's a like all the Legos thing. Like I got her a lot. Like I got her the Haunted Mansion for Christmas. Like $300.
Oh my god, those Lego sets are no joke, man.
I
my son was into those for a long time.
This year, there's an Eiffel Tower. It's 5 feet tall.
Yeah,
it's $879.
Yeah, they're insane. He was into Lego City. He liked the Lego City ones, where like it's all like city stuff.
Little by little.
Yeah,
these are just
huge. I know.
Big sets, like
I know.
The Coliseum.
Yeah. Oh my god, I know. Well, they have the Technics too. He did Technics for a while, where they are like you can move them. They're like dump trucks and stuff like I don't, you know what I mean? Like they move, like they have dump trucks and
right.
like, they have little remotes with them. It's like insane. This one has a moving elevator and it's just, I'm like, holy crap. Yeah. And it would keep him occupied for hours. Yeah. He loved them, but they were not inexpensive. That was a fairly expensive little hobby he had.
And she's anxious. She has a lot of anxiety. Yep. She gets into a Lego. She's fine.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've been goofing off for about a half an hour, just
That's
talking
all right.
about
we can do that
between party lines and Count Chocula. So
the chocolate Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious. So last night there was a plethora of meetings.
Oh my gosh, yeah, there were
within the borough and the town.
Yep.
I think really it's all going to depend on how you take it.
Yeah.
And what your view on things are. You went to the one, the Board of Education meeting, which was really centered all around the alt school.
Yep.
So you want to talk about that? What happened there?
Yeah. So that was for the alternative school that currently sits on Route 201. And now that the senior center is open and they've made that move, now the old senior center building is available. So the plan is to move the alternative school that's currently on 201 over to the previous senior center on Sewell Street. So of course, they can't just move in there. There has to be some, you got to
retrofit
right?
it.
Yeah, of course, and kind of make it so that they can use it for that purpose. So of course that costs money. So there was a meeting last night to take action on a resolution.
But I would think that it would
cost that
with the old senior center, the old alt school. They have to put money into that building too if they're going to keep it up.
Yeah, and I don't think from the sounds of it, I don't know all the details of the current alt school, but from what I heard last night at the meeting, it's in pretty bad shape.
It's in rough shape.
It's in rough shape. And moving the school here would be closer to the Grizzled campus rather than being so far out. If there was an emergency, they'd get here quicker than they would out there, that sort of thing. So, so it just, it makes sense all the way around, to have it closer to the school. So that was, the motion was passed to have that resolution, for $290,000, I believe. And that's coming from, a grant. ARP-ESSA grant, I think it was called. So that was passed.
Good.
So,
Good.
Yep.
So now the old property out on 201.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to keep that, or are they going to sell that?
So that I don't know for sure. That was talked about briefly, and there was a meeting at 5 to discuss with the Board of Ed and everything. But then there was another meeting at 5:30 with the building committee. And they talked about it briefly there, but basically, what it sounds like is that once they move to the old senior center on Sewell Street, that building, the Board of Ed will have to, meet and take action on, I guess, transferring it over to the town somehow. And then
from the Board of
Education, from the Board of Ed, to the town, and then the town will have to decide what they're doing with it, I guess.
Well, I'm thinking that if you do that, if they end up selling it, it's really, this whole move is not going to cost them anything.
Yeah, I don't know. They're using a grant as it is, so it's I don't see it costing anything in the end. But yeah, I don't know what what they would do with that property. I don't know if they would sell it, if, you know, the town would use it for something else. I have no idea. I don't know what the plan is for that. Could
be the selectmen's new retreat land. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. But
so that was that and the building committee meeting.
That was the building committee meeting. Yeah. Well, the building committee meeting also talked about the field, the multi-purpose field that's going through the process of, you know, getting approvals and things like that. Yep. So that meeting was really just to kind of update the committee on what the latest was.
The building committee.
The building committee. And that was it. They were very quick meetings. They were like for 30 minutes each.
So then everybody convened to town hall.
Yes, and we all ran down to town hall.
It was a special meeting of the Board of Selectmen at 6 o'clock, and there was a bunch of items for a special meeting.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on. You know, things are very, especially after the holidays and everything. I mean, there was a lot going on leading up to the holidays, and then of course, you know, folks took a break, which, you know, well deserved.
Seems like we went from 0 to 60 in 1.2 seconds.
It does feel like that. Yeah. Especially, you know, like you said, you have holidays, you know, some of us had, you know, some time off from work or whatever. And then, you know, you kind of come back and it's
right.
full steam ahead. You know, I mean, you barely have time to kind of get back into the swing of things, but
so Heritage River,
yeah,
that project right there, which has been on the board for
seems like forever.
A light year.
I want to say since 2015.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I was going to say 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. 15, 16, somewhere around there.
So now they're looking to possibly go ahead and get awarded a grant.
Yes. So
and only municipalities can actually apply for this.
Only certain municipalities that have to meet certain criteria. And I believe you said in Connecticut, there's only 55 towns, I think, that even qualify, and we're one of them. So, so the LLC, the Heritage River LLC folks, you know, wanted to put the packet together for this grant, see if it would be awarded. And the grant, I guess it's, you know, over the next 5 years, there's $900 million or something that could be awarded over the next 5 years to all these towns or whatever projects, whatever. They've already had like one round go through. So it's the grant, you know, other towns have already received money from this grant. So that it's already in the works. So my understanding is that they wanted to apply for this grant, but they needed to do it with the town. And through the town, actually, they couldn't do it themselves, given the type of grant it was, from what I understand. So, you know, the town, that was a big discussion. You know, whether it sounds kind of funky. You know, you don't normally hear of towns getting grants to help private businesses. You know, so it sounded a little kind of like,
I'd like that,
huh? Yeah, but you know, I mean, when you look at the grant and, you know, all the qualifications, everything that you need in order to meet it, we met it. So in the end, after a very long discussion, lots of back and forth, it was decided that they would be putting in for the grant. The deadline is Friday the 6th, I believe. That's Friday. Very tight, but it sounds like they already have a majority of it ready to go. They're looking for some supplemental things, and there are some supplemental documents that can be uploaded after the fact, but they want to get the initial submission in. And I think the figure was 18 million, if I'm not mistaken.
17 change.
It was 17 and change, and then they just upped it to an even 18, not to exceed 18 million. From what my memory is telling me.
Jennifer just posted the link.
Yes.
To the grant.
Yep. Yeah, it was streamed. She was streaming it last night.
Right, but no, what I'm saying the link from the actual link from the state.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Community Investment Fund.
Yep. Yeah, and it's in layman's terms. I mean, anyone can go to there and look it up and understand what it is. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good website with some useful information. It's not like a bunch of like statute jargon that, you know, and legal ease. It's yeah, anyone can go and check it out.
So that's going on. That I watched the live stream, and to me it seemed like there's still a lot of work that needs to get done.
Oh yeah.
Before they submit it on Friday.
So to me, from what I gathered, is
the ducks
that
are not all in a row.
no,
yet.
I mean, there certainly sounds like there's going to be some scrambling, to, I guess, but, they have a couple of days to get the stuff in. They have to update the application with the new number that they came up with last night. So there's some supporting documentation.
A nice fat round 18 million.
Yeah, what the hell,
Let's move it up to 18.
whatever. I mean, right,
why not $18,123,642.18?
Right. Yeah. No, it was just a
18
a
mil.
cool 18 mil. So yeah, what the hell, I mean, worst thing to say is no, so, yeah. And my understanding, my understanding also with that is that, just because we're asking for 18 doesn't mean we'd get approved for 18. If it's approved, it could be approved for 10 or,
Right.
whatever, any amount not to exceed 18 million. So, and the thing with that also is that we won't know for, so there's 3 review steps, essentially, 3 reviews that it has to go through. So, it'll be submitted, and each review is 60 days, I believe, if I have that
Yeah,
right in my
I think
notes.
they said
60
September, October is
Right.
October is when we're going to know.
Correct. So yeah, so once it's submitted, and then the first review 60 days, and then if it passes that and it goes on to the next review, then that's 60 days. And if it passes that, then it goes to the governor's office, and that's a 60-day review. And then once they make that determination, I believe then they have to notify us within 60 days of that. So we're talking like toward the end of the year, like last quarter-ish of this year, that we'll know. I'm assuming we'll know beforehand if it doesn't pass any of those review cycles. If it's bumped out, I'm sure we'll be notified ahead of time, prior to that, during whatever review cycle it's bumped out, if that happens. But so we'll just, I don't know, see what happens.
I was just gonna say something. From no, I don't know if you know the answer to this. Honestly, Jen probably does. From what I understand, this grant can't be used for actual building construction.
Correct. It's for site work.
Infrastructure.
Yeah, infrastructure, site work, things like that, like bringing the pipes, they call it 3-phase electrical, I think it was the term they used, that sort of stuff onto the site.
I think Richard Natter said that.
Okay. And then doing some of the actual site work in preparation for building up. The grant does not go toward the building up.
Which could save the town a lot of money because, instead of the taxpayers paying for the infrastructure.
Yeah.
And this could be done through the grant, hopefully.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I'm not sure.
We don't know yet,
Yeah.
but
and there's also a water tower, I believe, that's needed.
Yeah.
I heard talk of a water tower, so that would be needed as well. So I don't know if it would go toward that or not.
So I think the one piece of pullback that I've heard is, why would the town go get a grant for
a private business?
Mm-hmm. But the more I hear about it, it seems like it's something that's going to it's going to benefit the town anyway.
Yeah,
with the infrastructure that's going to go in.
Yeah.
Other things will,
I mean, I don't know all the fine details, and all the little fine print that goes along with it. I'm not privy to any of that, but yeah, I mean, it certainly could help.
So it seems like,
and from what I know and what I've heard in the meetings that I've attended, and then, I don't, maybe there are other businesses that could also go for this grant. I don't know.
3 now. There's 4. There's 4 signers on this MOU
for this grant.
Town of Griswold, Heritage River, YMCA, and I forget the other one.
There's Glendower.
No, that's the residential piece, right? That's the piece that's going to put in residential housing.
Yep.
/ memory care / assisted living.
Yeah, just the housing aspect of the project.
Then there's the, which just really came out in the last couple of weeks, the possibility of us getting a YMCA here. Yeah,
that was so they presented, the Heritage River folks, there was a special meeting just before the holidays where they came and presented, because they wanted to talk about this grant, and they presented their revised renderings and plan for the project. And I hadn't really heard anything about it up until that point, you know, in recent time. And part of the plan included a YMCA, which I had no idea that was, you know, part of it at this point. So that was, I mean, it was kind of cool to hear, you know, that's part of the plan. I think that would be great for this area personally. But
you know, and I'll tell you, if we get a YMCA, you know, there's no need to feel down at all about it. Young man, pick yourself up off the ground. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. That's what I've heard.
Dork. Yeah.
You have everything for you men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys.
Oh my God.
I'll just kind of leave that one right there.
I still think the groundbreaking, they should all be dressed as the Village People.
I'd do it.
That would be phenomenal.
I would 100% dress up like.
Yeah. You want to talk about bringing like positive attention to a project, man? That would.
I'd be the biker,
totally
just because, you know, whatever. We can get Kevin Skolchek to be the cowboy.
Oh my God.
The Connecticut Cowboy.
Oh my God.
That
would be hysterical.
Yeah.
I mean, that's talk about, you know, having fun, you know, like, and that would bring attention to positive attention. That
who would we get who would the policeman be?
Oh my God. I don't know.
I am the law.
Oh my God. I don't know. Terry Sumner.
Okay, we get Terry.
He was a cop.
He would do it. Yeah. He would probably do it.
And then what do we have? What's the other one?
We can't say Indian.
Oh, well, you just did.
Because back then it was the Indian.
Right. Well, I mean, so what do you call it?
Native American. It? What do you mean call it?
Well, what do you call it? I mean, that's
Native American.
It is a proper pronoun.
Oh,
just saying.
That's true.
Okay. So there.
That's right. And we don't know. Yeah. We don't know how they identify. So we're not going to generalize and sexualize.
Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know who the Indian would be.
Yeah.
No idea.
I don't know what it would be.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, they could have like auditions. But how funny would that be though, to do the groundbreaking? I mean, I wonder if any of the YMCAs have ever done that.
Oh, you know, they've probably.
I mean, that's got to be fun, or at least play the song or something. I mean, come on, how could you not?
I would be so down for that.
Yeah, that'd be a good time. It'd be fun.
I think it would be fun.
It'd be fun.
Know? And then, of course, you know, we'd have to, you know, do like more than one song because no one's going to come out for one song. So
no. You could have like a little party.
Macho man.
No, you'd have like a little party. You know, I mean, it would be a celebration of, you know, groundbreaking or whatever. I don't know. You know, and then you'd have to get pictures with all the suits.
Rich could be the cop.
Oh God, no.
No.
Oh, I don't want to see him dressed up like that. No. No.
You can get the costume at our party.
Yeah, no. I party. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. No, I'm good with that.
Why don't we just get a real trooper then?
Well, because it'll probably cost us money. And then people would bitch that our taxes are going up because he's dressed like a cop on duty at a groundbreaking.
And we got to pay overtime.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Nix that idea. What other? So we got the construction worker.
Oh yeah.
Who would the construction worker be?
I don't know.
Anybody have any ideas? Who would be the construction worker?
Martin McKinney. Because I'm planning and zoning. That's okay. I'm just thinking like who's on boards for this stuff.
You think Martin would get up and dance?
Yeah. Yeah, but he's a fun guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice guy. He's a very generous man.
Yes, absolutely.
Very generous man.
Yeah. And if he didn't want to do it, he would find somebody that would. Mm-hmm.
Yes, he would.
Yep.
He would.
He's got connections. He knows a lot of people.
Yeah. He does get stuff done.
Yeah, absolutely he does. Yeah. Mm-hmm. For sure.
So things have gone from 0 to 60.
Yep.
You know, we had mentioned.
Yep. They also talked about last night the field, the multi-purpose field. That's
the last one.
Yeah, that's going round and round. So it's been approved to move forward, I guess, through the Board of Finance.
Well, they got to vote on the resolution tonight, right?
That's what they voted on that last night.
Right, okay. This got to go to this special meeting of the Board of Finance tonight.
Right. So
we're trying to zip this through.
Yes. Yep. So
because of they need to get that purchase order in hand.
That's my understanding, is that, before prices start going up again, they want to try to lock all this stuff in, is my understanding. So, so they did take action on a resolution last night. It's on the agenda. It's I'm not going to read it, but it's lengthy, but basically not to exceed 3.8 million. So that was passed last night at the special board of selectmen meeting, and there is a special board of finance meeting tonight that I believe they'll be discussing that. So, and there will be referendum. Referendum has been planned for February 1st. There'll be another town meeting on the 17th. January 17th, and then referendum is planned for February 1st. So it's happening quick, real quick. I'm sure there'll be some scrambling to try to get everything in place, all the logistics and everything.
Well, it has to be some scrambling.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't give much time.
Are they going to have enough time?
I don't know. That Jen could probably answer that better than I could. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot to be done. One of the things, the town clerk, Valerie Pudva, she was very, very poignant last night, saying, well, we got to get workers.
Yeah, she definitely had concerns for sure.
If the machines don't work, we've got to get, it fixed, and that takes time. And and over and over and over again, about different things. And she wasn't wrong with her concerns.
Yeah, I mean, it's tight. It's really tight. It's really tight. I mean, we're down to 3 weeks at this point. And I don't know, what the timelines are for like notifying the public or anything like that. So I don't know that level of detail with any of this stuff. So I'm guessing we're in good shape there at this point, but it's got to be put out there. I mean, we're down to 3 weeks, I think, at this point. Right. So it's tight, but they're trying to get it to push through. We don't, you don't want costs going up and things like that. The further we kick the can down the road, I mean, that doesn't help anything. So I think they're just trying to get it on paper, get it signed, and let's go.
But is there enough time? Like I said,
we'll see.
Val Pudva had a lot of concerns, and it did bother me a lot when I was listening. I was watching the live stream. I watched it after it happened because I didn't get home till a little bit later last night. And Valerie came right out. She goes, "We don't even have a say in this," And then she started, going with her concerns.
Yeah, because they had already set the date by the time, because they set the date for the 1st, and then there was another agenda item where she provided input into it, and she brought her concerns up at that time.
And then the selectmen went, all right, can I get a motion?
Yeah, well, they had already set the date. I mean, there was no more discussion on it. It was set. So, I mean, I certainly don't envy any of them that have to, put all this together. It's going to be a lot of work, and I'm sure it's going to be very stressful, and, late nights and lots of calls and emails and, scrambling. It's probably going to,
I've been one of the guys, within the town, just a resident, that would love to see this get put through. And I would like to see it get put through sooner than later. But is there time? Did we go faster than?
Yeah, I think
it's gonna go. It's gonna fly.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it. I mean, I think the date is being driven by the fact that they have to sign with the contractors or whoever they're signing with. But that has to be done. I think the prices were good. If I understand correctly from last night's meetings, the prices were good up till the end of January. After that, they could go up.
I heard 1% was the number, or possibly.
I think it was 1 to 4
on materials.
I think it was 1 to 4%, but they weren't sure. It's possible that it wouldn't go up if it was just outside that window, but
So what's 1% of 3.8 million?
I don't know. I can't math this early. I don't know. 30,000.
$38,000.
Yeah, something like that.
So do you
Yeah. Do you take that hit? Do you? I mean,
put that in part of is
Yeah.
that part of contingency?
I don't know. I mean, I believe there's already contingency built into it anyway,
Not into
but
that number. No.
not into that number, no, but into the overall, the 3.9 or whatever it was.
3.8, up to 3.8.
Yeah. So I think that's what's pushing all of this, because they want to try to sign this, lock this
I think the
down.
contingency is put into that. Okay, go ahead.
I think that's why they're pushing this so hard, is to try to lock this down before any costs go up more. You know, I mean, with the economic kind of climate we're in right now, you who knows, what's going to happen next month, or, next quarter, or whatever. So
that's the other thing too, is I've been told, like, well, now is not the time. I'm like, now is the time.
Honestly, there's never a good time. There really isn't. There's never a good
but everything's
time.
trending up, right? You don't want to you don't want to go pay for it here when you could pay for it down here.
Yeah. Yep. Well, because there's always that possibility that it could do this, but the chances of that happening are slim to none.
Slim to none,
Yeah.
like taxes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll keep following that.
Yep.
There's a lot going on as far as Heritage River, the alt school. I'm sure we'll have some correspondence, and some conversation with the Board of Education as well as the town.
Yep.
To hopefully clarify a lot of this information. So.
Yep. So Board of Finance tonight to adopt the resolution that was passed last night for the turf field.
This is for the turf field or the alt school?
I'm sorry, the turf field.
Okay.
And then town meeting January 17th, and then referendum February 1st.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
I know.
Well, a lot of things happening at the same time.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, which, I mean, it's a good thing, to have all this activity. It's a good thing. It's a lot of work, and it gets a lot of people talking, and, you have debates, and, what people want's different, but it's a good thing to have some activity going on.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you for coming in today.
Welcome.
Last minute again, with you. I thought that was really, really cool. You could have said, to me, you didn't have to tell me that your meeting got canceled.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I saw my meeting got canceled. I had a meeting scheduled for like 8 or 8:15 this morning, so I wasn't going to be able to do the show. And then it got canceled yesterday, moved to next week. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, now my first meeting's not until 10:30. So it worked out.
So get you the heck out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a lot of things I gotta do, like radio station stuff. We've got a middle school game we're going to broadcast today.
Cool.
Boys middle school game from Griswold Middle School. So that's today. And then Friday, that's tomorrow. Yeah. We'll be in Stonington for the Griswold Wolverines, who's ranked number 2 in the state.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
So they're kicking butt
Sports
right now.
are going really well there.
You know what? Let me tell you, it's about flipping time. Things are starting to happen for this little nugget called Griswold.
Yeah.
So
putting us on the map.
Let's go. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And Kathy, thanks for coming on in tomorrow. Chris will be here with Ask Chris Anything or Ask Chris Nothing. And Paul Ash will be here too. So have a good day, everyone. Thank you. And we will see you tomorrow.
Life's been tough, and it's even tougher than ever to find a good therapist. But these days, all you hear is, sorry, we aren't accepting new patients. Next time, reach out to Life's Journey Counseling Services. They're located on Main Street, right in the middle of Jewett City, and they are accepting new patients right now. Individual, couples, family, and group counseling are all services available at Life's Journey Counseling Services in Jewett City. Find them online at lifesjourneyct.com